Here's something that sounds completely backwards. A guy lost over 100 pounds by going to the gym every day, but he was only allowed to stay for 2 minutes. Another person became a marathon runner by only putting on their running shoes. What? Stay with me because what I'm about to show you flips everything you know about building habits upside down. And the scariest part? It actually works. Here's what happens to most people when they try to change. You decide, I'm going to read 30 minutes every day. Day 1, you're pumped. You do it. Day 2, still motivated. You push through. Day 3, life gets busy. You skip it. And just like that, the habit dies. But here's what nobody tells you. The habit never had a chance. Because you didn't fail at reading. You failed at something much simpler. You failed at showing up. See, your brain doesn't care about your goals. Your brain cares about survival. And survival means don't waste energy. So when you say, I'm going to run 3 miles, your brain sees effort, sweat, exhaustion, and it shuts you down before you even start. But what if you could trick your brain completely? The 2-minute rule. Any habit you want to build, shrink it down to something that takes less than 2 minutes. Want to read more? Don't commit to 30 minutes. Commit to opening the book. Want to exercise? Don't commit to a workout. Commit to putting on your shoes. Want to study? Don't commit to an hour. Commit to opening your notes. Sounds too easy, right? That's the whole point. Here's the psychology behind why this is so powerful. Your brain has something called activation energy, the mental effort needed to start something. Big tasks have massive activation energy. Your brain resists. But a 2-minute task? Your brain goes, oh, that's nothing, sure. But here's where the magic happens. You're not actually trying to just read 1 page. You're mastering something far more valuable, the habit of showing up. Because here's the truth. A habit must be established before it can be improved. If you can't show up consistently, you'll never reach the advanced level. You're trying to build a skyscraper without a foundation. But there's even a deeper secret here. Every time you do that 2-minute habit, even if you stop after 2 minutes, you're doing something powerful. You're voting for your new identity. You show up at the gym for 2 minutes, you're becoming someone who doesn't miss workouts. You read 1 page, you're becoming a reader. You put on running shoes, you're becoming a runner. Most people focus on the end goal. I want to lose 50 pounds. But identity-focused people ask, who is the type of person who could lose 50 pounds? Someone who never misses a workout. So they show up every single day, even if it's just for 2 minutes. And those 2 minutes, they become a ritual, a gateway, a trigger that tells your brain it's time to become that person. Now here's where it gets really interesting. Remember that guy who lost 100 pounds? He made himself a rule. Go to the gym every day, but you must leave after 5 minutes. Not at least 5 minutes. You have to stop. Sounds crazy, right? But after a few weeks, something happened. He'd get to the gym, exercise for 5 minutes and think, well, I'm already here. I might as well do a bit more. He wasn't forcing himself to do more. He was allowing himself to continue. That's the psychological genius of this rule. You're not creating pressure, you're removing it completely. And once you start, momentum takes over naturally. Here's what most people get wrong about change. They think it's all or nothing. Either I run 5 miles or I'm a failure. But here's the truth. 1 push-up is infinitely better than 0 push-ups. 1 page is infinitely better than no pages. 1 minute is infinitely better than nothing. Because that 1 page, it compounds. It becomes identity. It becomes momentum. And 6 months later, you're not the person who tried and failed. You're the person who never stopped showing up. So here's your challenge. Pick 1 habit you've been failing at. Just 1. Now shrink it to 2 minutes. Make it so easy it feels almost silly. And then do it today and tomorrow and the day after that. Here's the twist. You're not allowed to do more than 2 minutes for the first week. That's right. Force yourself to stop. Build the showing up habit first. Then come back and tell me in the comments, what's your 2-minute habit?
I want to see who's brave enough to start small. And if you want more psychology secrets that actually change your life, hit subscribe, because the best version of you is just 2 minutes away.